What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm a professional athlete, I've just drunk 8 pre-workouts, you might be able to tell. Let's waste no time, let's get straight into the video, let's go. Couple of things to address just right off the bat. One, I'm not going to be drinking all 8 of these right now. I'd explode. The other thing is, these are all the flavors that were actually available when I went onto the store. A couple of things were sold out. I don't know the ins and outs of their business. Maybe that they were limited editions. Maybe they're just super popular. But this was their taster pack, plus a couple of their other most popular ones. So I got everything that I possibly could in the store. Right now, I'm going to address all of like the flavors and all of that and the colors. And then I'm going to drink them probably over like 8 days while I work out and come back in like a week or so and give a final verdict on that. I'm also going to compare these to Sneak Energy. Did a video on that last year, as well as the pre-workout that I use generally for my workouts. So things like GFuel, things like Sneak Energy, they're not sold as pre-workouts. That's essentially what they are. They're, flavored sugar and caffeine packets in water. That's all that pre-workout is anyway. It's supposed to give you that buzz, that kind of attention to detail. In this case, it's for gaming, but it works the same as pre-workout. And as a professional athlete, I've used a bunch of that. So let's get into it. First impressions, the colors, they're pretty good. They're not as luminous as Sneak Energy was, but let me tell you, when I was preparing all of these, the smell in my kitchen was great. Very sweet, but still great. So I'm excited to try these. So first off, we got Rainbow Sherbet. I mean, I know what I think it's gonna taste like, just kind of, your general candy floss, or what do they call it, cotton candy in the US. It's got more of a strawberry taste to it than I expected. So in my last video, I got slated for not using the right quantity of water. So as you can see, I bought the right mixer this time to use the right quantities of water. Now, what I can see is there is a bit of residue on the bottom of these cups. And I shook them up pretty well, but that's to be expected. Maybe I should go get a stirrer. Okay, so I'm going to be giving these a bit of a mix up. They have been sat for a couple of minutes, but it's probably worth noting this, that there might be a bit of residue. So you may want to drink these straight out of a shaker and you can give them, a bit more of a before you drink them. Yeah, definite taste difference from having stirred it up. But yeah, a lot more kind of strawberry, like a berry taste than I'd expected. And I guess that rings true to the color. It's pretty red. Don't know if that's intentional, if it comes with the flavor, but yeah, a bit more strawberry than I thought, but pretty nice and pretty well mixed. It's totally bizarre to me that all of these things are sugar-free, because they certainly don't taste it. I mean, just a minute ago I said that it was a sugar packet, but obviously it's not. So let's take a quick break to look at what's in these. Okay, so we've got 140 milligrams of caffeine. We've got 1,000 milligrams of taurine, which essentially does the same thing, and then all your usual flavors, preservatives, but no sugar. So it's interesting that they can get a sherbet flavor, which is literally just sugar, but without doing sugar. Right, on to the next one. Okay, here we have Battle Juice. Now this stood out to me when I was preparing it because it tastes a lot like pineapple. Smelt a lot like pineapple, I should say. And those of you that watched my previous video know that I do quite like pineapple, although one of my previous pre-workouts, the gold standard one that I had, ruined that flavor for me because it wasn't very nice, really clumpy. And that was the one I compared Sneak Energy to. But let's give this a go, because it smells like pineapple. Yeah, really smells like pineapple. It's pineapple. All of these things have crazy names, but yeah, it's pineapple. I like the taste of pineapple. You could add some coconut to this, have a little pre-workout pina colada. Pretty good, not as strong of a flavor as the sherbet one, I would say. It seems a little bit weaker, and I did use the same quantity of water, same packet, everything with all of these. So it's an interesting comparison. Okay, on to this one. Now this I've been really intrigued by. So this is Sour FAZEBERRY by the FaZe clan. Gaming clan, if you don't know who they are. Pretty popular. I think you probably, if you're watching this, you probably do know who FaZe are. But Sour FAZEBERRY. Now it's got a picture of like strawberries, pomegranates and blackberries on it. So let's see if that rings true. It's certainly the right color for that. A much deeper red than the sherbet one. Ooh. Hello. Yeah, that's nice. That's really nice. It's like, and it is quite sour actually. Fair one. That sticks to the description pretty well. Okay, I really like that. I'd drink that one for sure. Yeah, it's like a mixed berry with a bit of like a sour kick to it. Certainly tastes of the berries that are on the cover of it. So, yeah, I like this one. And that's interesting because when I was making these, you know, you kind of get a sense of what they might be. And I was looking forward to trying this one because I didn't know what to expect. And also the grape one, which is up next. So let's get grape. Here we go. And this is the first one where the name is just what it is. It's just grape, you know, not like mental purple fruit or anything. It is just grape. So let's go. Yeah. As you'd expect, tastes absolutely nothing like an actual grape, but it does taste just like grape soda and grape flavored stuff like Kool-Aid or whatever. Now, as we go along, this is interesting because this one's 25 calories. The others are only 15 calories. So I wonder what it is about grape that makes it an extra 10 calories. Not that that's going to break the bank on anybody's calorie counting or anything, but yeah. So yeah, pretty nice. Again, it just tastes like a grape soda. I've always wondered what like a pre-workout would be like fizzy. Maybe I should try that with, I've got a soda stream downstairs. There's actually some fizzy grape. Whew. That would go down well in the Warzone tournaments where I'm getting absolutely railed by everybody in the lobby. As I said, I'm an athlete, not a gamer. Now I do game, just not that well. Scuff controller and everything, and I still can't hang with the kids on the games. Maybe that's why I need pre-workout. Okay, here we go. So this one was an interesting one when I was making it. So black on blackberry. It didn't mix nearly as well as the other ones. It came out almost frothy when I'd been shaking it up in the shaker, which none of the others did. So clearly just a slightly different makeup from that. I mean, let's give it a go. It looks like the red and black sweets. People from the UK will know that. I don't know if you have them in the States, but it looks like the red and blacks on the front. Ooh. This has a really familiar taste, but I can't put my finger on what it is. You can see it's much darker than any of the other ones. I don't know, my reflections. There we go. You can see it's almost black. It's like a very deep purple, which if I show it like next to the, I'll hold it up to not get the reflections. If I hold it next to the grape, you can see it's even darker than that, which I guess, again, rings true to the name. It's hard to put my finger on what that taste is. Again, I say again, like in the Sneak Energy one, it's almost like Vimto. If you've ever had Vimto, and I think again that might be just a British thing, it's very similar to Vimto, and that might be the flavour that I'm thinking of. Okay, here we go, another cool name. So we've got Hype Sauce. Now the packet suggests we've got some raspberry and lime. Let's see. The lime's strong, just off the spoon. Yeah, I think it's more lime than blackberry, but I could certainly taste the, raspberry. I can certainly taste the raspberry there. That's quite nice, that's quite refreshing actually. Probably more refreshing than any of the others. Because it's more like a fruit juice, like something you'd water down in, like a lime and soda, that kind of thing. Yeah, that's pretty nice. I think that's in second place so far. Last two, I ran out of my small glasses for this one. Now this one's really, I don't know how to feel about this one going in. So I've got to, check my own biases, because it didn't look particularly nice. So we have Nemesis tea flavor, inspired by Resident Evil 3. Interesting. I was wondering who that character on the front was. I've never played Resident Evil. Yikes. All right, let's give it a stir. So yeah, I'm expecting like an iced tea kind of flavor. Maybe something cola by the colors of it. Whoa. Okay, I'm not getting tea at all. This is from a Brit. I'm not getting tea. Or even, even like an iced tea. But it's certainly different. Like I say, it's not tea, but I couldn't tell you what it is instead. This one says Umbrella Corporation on it. Is that something to do with Resident Evil? Otherwise, because none of the others have that on it, so I'm assuming it must be. Honestly, I haven't a clue. It's not really to my taste. I've had a few sips of this now because I can't put my finger on what this is. I guess it's Nemesis tea. Whatever that is. Yeah, not sure how to feel about that one, to be honest. Probably bottom of my list so far, which is interesting because that is what I expected coming in. I didn't think I was going to like that one as I was making them up, and lo and behold, I don't really. Okay, last one. We're getting through them. Here we go, bubblegum. Now, is it just me, but bubblegum, I almost assumed it was going to be like a sky blue. And I don't have any blue, I don't have any green here either. Again, I don't know if that was because they were sold out or if that's, you know, GFuel just don't really do much green. Bubblegum. Whoa. Again, I get this like little taste off the spoon. Blimey, no. I mean, it is bubblegum. But no. It's like almost like a, yeah. Again, as the flavour in the packet suggests, like a strawberry kind of, you know, red flavour, pink flavour bubblegum. Nah, pass on that. Because I mean, it is that flavour, but it's not quite. It smells like something you'd have at the dentist once they've done work and you've got to, you know, spit it out. Okay, so let's wrap this up. Overall, I think they're pretty good flavours, and honestly, I think I prefer this range of flavours to the range that I had in Sneak Energy. Sneak was really sharp. Now, yeah, I did mix the quantities differently, but things like their apple one and stuff like that was really like abrasive, whereas these seem much kind of fruitier and easier to sip. Now, as I've learned since then, the idea with these gaming drinks is to sip them throughout gaming, and it's supposed to, you know, help with your focus, whereas a pre-workout, generally you're just going to nail it, sometimes even straight from the scoop, and get it down you, which when it's a sharp flavour, that's fine getting it down you, but if you've got to sip and actually sip these things, you want it to be a bit more consumable, and I think these hit that better than the Sneak did. Now, it's a bit of a shame that they need some mixing up, I will be honest. I'd expect when using the right quantities that these would hold their flavours a bit better. I'm going to see if you can actually see the residue in the bottom of these. So it's about like a millimetre of it right down in the bottom, and you know, to their credit, they're all the same. It's not like one is particularly heavier than the others. Let's have a look at this grape, because I can't really, interesting, so I can't really see it on the grape, and the grape is the one that's the higher calorie. I wonder if that's anything to do with it, you know, that it's a different mixture or something like that. So let's give it a go. I'm going to give it like a week. I'm going to sip these, do my workouts, maybe do some gaming with some of these, and check back. But I am going to skip on the Nemesis tea and the bubblegum because I don't want to. See you in a little bit. Okay, so it's been a week, well, 5 days actually. But if this has been useful to you, you know the drill. Could you just like and subscribe? It would mean the world to me. Hopefully it's been useful. This isn't a paid promotion or anything. This is just my honest opinion of these pre-workouts. Also, let me know in the comments, should I call this a pre-workout? What's the proper phrase for these? Because I know them as pre-workout because of my job. What are these called? Genuinely, I don't really know how to refer to them. It says energy formula on the packet. Yeah, so I didn't feel as much of a high as I have with other ones, but again, if you've seen my Sneak energy review, I did nail those before my workout. I wasn't sipping them, but I think that's a good thing for these. Like I said before, the ability to be able to sip these flavors, I think really plays into the hands of GFuel over other things. There's not a chance I would sip my pre-workout. It just doesn't taste good enough for that. I'm going to wrap that up here. I've been pretty impressed by them overall, and yeah, I wish I could drink them more. Let me know what you think I should review next. Is there another brand that I should look at? Is there another kind of thing that you want an angle on an athlete's review of? Let me know in the comments. Regardless, thank you so much for watching. Catch you next time, guys. Bye.